Hello friends, I got a bag at our local thrift store today for $25. She's really cute. She writes jewelry on there. Sometimes she'll write broken jewelry on there. I love the new lady. She's so cute. She said, I walked in and she said, I put 6 bags in there. This one was the only one that had more than 1 or 2 small pieces of silver in it. So, but they're still stapling it. I kind of like it when they just tape it. Oh, should I show you the 25? I can't remember. So, the reason I bought it is I could immediately see this gold one. And on the clasp it doesn't say anything, so I don't think it's necessarily real, but I could see the silver one, and I could see on the clasp that it said 925 Italy, and then there was another piece of silver I saw in here that also said 925 Italy. So I realized that for 25 I was getting at least 2 pieces of silver, high quality silver. One of them's quite thick, and I stopped looking at that point because I figured it was probably worth it. Sorry, I have a cut here from the Staples so on one of the other bags, and so I just want to make sure I get the staples out because when I reach in they'll cut me. I don't know where the other ones went, so it may happen anyway. Anyway, so first off, like right in the top is that sterling silver one. Well, look how pretty that is. So shiny. And you can see clearly, I don't even need to, it might be too bright. The lighting has always been an issue. I never know. Gosh, there we go. Italy right there. Maker's mark maybe. That's gonna be right there. Yeah, I'll just do the loop. Anyway, I've tried so many different things for the lighting in here. I never know what to do. You can see that I've got a loop going on, but 925 right there. And Italy is on the other side. And usually on these upper class quality Italy type things, there's a maker's sterling on the clasp as well, which is right there. So you can see that it's stamped right there. And sometimes it's on this little part right here. But there's it's written on both sides. So that's pretty quality. And with this type, there's usually some kind of kink or break in it, but you can see it's just beautiful. So yay for that beautiful piece. I'm sure that's worth more than 25. Not that I would pay more than 25. I'm a little cheapskate when it comes to that, but there's some cute little kids' earrings. I don't know. I usually just put it in a bag and offer it for my yard sale or something. Okay. Oh, I remember now. The back of a watch in here said 925. So there's a sterling watch band in here. Here's a watch. All those old kind of quartz looking early 80s. But that's, oh, I knew there was something, maybe it was in a different one, but I think it was in this one. Because there was 6 bags, but this was the only one that I saw stuff that I really, here, let's do this. It's not very magnetic, so it could be some sterling on the watch band itself. So I'm just gonna take a look. I'm sure that the watch itself isn't worth anything, but sometimes the bands are. I have found over time several sterling watch bands, and oftentimes when they have a chain like this, they are usually worth a little bit more, just because that's why they have a chain, is so they don't fall off. But I'm not seeing anything on this, so I don't even know what the name of it is. But so what I normally do is I look them up online. I have a watch lady that likes the watches, but I'm not really into that kind. So, oh, that's right. Look, so pretty. Look at that gold. Oh, it's shiny, shiny. Let's see what it says. I think so it says Italy. And let's see if the clasp is anything. Because I remember I did see the 14 karat, so I just grabbed it. So it says that is 14K on that side. And then it says Italy on the other side. I'll show you. And so that's why I was like, oh, this is a good bag for 25. So there's the Italy. And it's quite long and it's quite heavy. So that's a happy little find there. My sparkling gold necklace. It's a good chain. That's a good size chain. So that was the other. I was like, there's something else in there. This is kind of horrifying in itself. Look at this. It's the red-eyed demon deer. It actually kind of looks like well made. That's the funny thing. It's a sterling brooch. So, oh my gosh. Oh shoot, I just knocked a diamond out of it. Shoot. Oh my gosh, so funny. So it has these little diamonds in the ears and these demon red eyes. So I'm wondering what one of the eyes is like a jewel, and you can see it's like a cut faceted jewel, and the other eye is like something they put on after it broke. It's got this big round demon eye and then this little cut faceted ruby or something. So let's see if we can polish it up. I think I might wear it next Christmas. Let's see if I get any comments on it. Okay, so look at that. You can see the tarnish is coming off and there's a little bit of sterling underneath. So let me show you where it says sterling. First off, I can't believe anybody wasted sterling on this design. I should get my diamond tester out and see if any of the jewels are real. Okay. So, oh my gosh. I can't see through the loop, the ring. Okay, sterling. Right there. Look at this big eye, and then the other one you can't even see hardly. So, and the diamond little chips aren't really you can't see them through the back. There's no openings for them, so I think they're just like fake ones, but I love how they fix it. That's what my mother would do. Anyway, it's silver value. Just probably never wear it for reals. Oh my gosh, so funny. Oh, some kind of earring here. It sounds like aluminum. Yeah, it's not real. Oh my gosh. Oh, and I wanted to show you this. I got this at another thrift store for $1. It's a little, like a ruler for like a mathematician or an engineer. And it's a little tie clip. I thought that was cute. My son-in-law is an engineer. Probably would never wear it, but I thought it was kind of a cute one. You don't normally see specialized tie clips like that. Okay, we've got this plastic all the way around, and blue and white plastic. I'm not even gonna put it together. That's just a donate bag. Pizzazz plastic jewelry with earrings. I don't know that anybody would wear that. This is a watch that the gold plating has come off and it's copper underneath, so that's probably a good amount of copper because you can see copper on the back as well. So I'm just going to put that right into the recycle bin. I will probably take the watch face off Some people use those for crafts. I would just put them in the yard sale, but the copper value, nobody's going to buy it to wear it because the copper is just coming through everywhere. So I'll do a little bit of surgery, take the watch band off and recycle it. Okay, so then there was this gold one I could see clearly, but when I looked, I couldn't see any markings on the edges. I mean, I looked really quickly, but and another way, so like there's no markings here. And then on the, I can't see any on the clasp itself, like here or here. So they used to sell these in the mall, like in the 80s. And they would, you'd say how long your chain you wanted, and then they would put it on, and you can see that quality gold, they would solder that. So, I mean, it could be some amount of gold, and it's not necessarily magnetic here, so it probably has some gold, but then the clasp is cheap. So I would just put it in as the recycling. It almost looks like the plating is coming off of it as well. So it could be gold over silver, but it's not even marked as such. And or, you know, you always got to check the chain itself, because sometimes they'll change the clasp out if it breaks, which happens frequently. But then if you look at the back of the and it could just be like really tarnishy, but I'm gonna, and you have to be careful when you do this not to hold it by this, because it will break. So sometimes if you go like this, it'll clear up where it's, and you can see that the gold plate is wearing off. You can see the silver come through on the bottom, and there's the black. So I would put this in the recycle gold container that I have. You could also use it for just a charm for kids or something, as it does have gold on it, but for the value, I would just recycle it. Okay, this is definitely not a real, it's just a kind of a cheap old necklace. A sparkly watch band where the watch has fallen off, so it could be just a little princess bracelet. Don't know why anybody would wear that, but I will put it in a luau container. As you all know, I have that. Somebody might think it's funny for a luau, or we could use it as decorations on the treasure chest, our Little Mermaid's chest. Brand new bracelet, kind of out of style, paparazzi, I think, or something, simply. Anyway, sometimes I'll donate those in, like, our church does a charity Christmas stockings. I'll put them in Christmas stockings for little girls and stuff. So sometimes that it's nice for them to have something new in there. This is Little Sophia, little necklace that never real usually, just not. But it's, I mean, it's kind of cute. It's a shell in the middle. So I could put that in the luau pile. I usually just do anything that's got a seashell-y theme. Here's the other earring to that first one. They also have seashells, but they look kind of old and gross, so we're not going to do that. Okay, this is what I thought was a watch back, and it is not a watch back. It is a, I saw the back of that and I thought it was a watch. Let me see if you can see it without. So it says 925 and it's stamped, and you can see that it's homemade and stamped by hand, because see the indentation where the stamp was, where they hammer it by hand. It's indented. I don't know if you can kind of see it's dented in. So I just was looking to see if this side is marked too. Sometimes they're marked, sometimes they're not. So it's a little latch. It's got a cute little sunshine on the back side, and that also looks kind of like it could have been homemade. And then that means these beads and everything on it are probably silver as well. So yeah, see, there's no magnetism at all. So that is a good find. That's beautiful, and it's very heavy. So even these little claspy things right here, these end caps to the beads, are real as well. And that's a stone in between. This looks like it could be coral, and then there's these kind of rounded stones in the center of those. It's actually a really pretty heavy, very heavy sterling piece. So yay for that. Let's see, we've got a Cardinal Christmas pin. You can just tell by looking at the back that it's not real, but somebody may love it. I hear that they're coming back in. The lady at the store told me she's trying to put some vintage brooches in every bag. Brooch. Okay, so these are just plastic little girls' necklaces. That would be really good for Elsa and Anna. And then here's a kind of a copper, almost looks like a seashell coral plastic as well. So those would be good for little girls. Okay, then I also did see this in the bag. So like just whipping through, there was just so many awesome things. So I was able to look at this pearl necklace. Now, do I think it's real? It doesn't have, that I can tell, knots in between it, because I can move the knots or the beads. You see how I can kind of move them from side to side. Usually if they have a knot in between, they're real, but these look like, let's see if you can see the color is kind of chipped off. So they're plastic pearls. They're old, and these usually have 3 strands, but the other strands are broken off. But the clasps are old as well, and oftentimes they're from silver or gold, and that one actually does say sterling on it. So the clasp itself is sterling. This cute, and look at the top, it's a little filigree work. It's really pretty. So the pearls, like I said, are not real. Graded, and the nice color is chipped off on some of the places, but the sterling clasp is worth something. So, and they kind of have a smell like old silver. It smells like vintage silver. Okay, this is a once again, why would anybody wear this? It's a deer head with green eyes. So we've got the red eye and green eye deer, but it's broken. So I'll just put that right in the recycle bin because I don't think anybody's going to wear the demon, the little demon deer. Okay, and I did see this in the bag too, so I knew that there was, and I could tell quickly by looking at the clasp. So I don't know. Can you see? So we've got a 925 on that side. And then it's really teeny on the, I don't even know if you'd be able to see it on the clasp itself. Right there on the clasp. So the clasp is 925, the chain is 925, and it says Italy on this side of this clasp. So it's Italy on one side and then 925 on the other, and then the clasp itself is marked. So that's a beautiful silver. I love the new people at the store. I love that they are putting things out that are of value. So exciting. And then there's this mess. I don't want to break anything because it looks like there's kind of a dainty necklace here that could be gold backed. It looks like cheap jewelry, but I don't know for sure. Because normally these are silver, these type. Oh my goodness, I just can't get this off. Oh my goodness. There's a his and a hers. Bambi and his mother. Oh, sorry, I had to stop what I was doing when I saw that there was another one. Oh, so funny. Ugh. Some mark right there. And Sterling right there. I'm so sorry. This isn't hers. I don't know why I think those are so funny. They're just so weird. Okay. Sorry. I'm trying to get this off of all this. It just keeps coming. The gift that keeps giving. Okay, so this is a little stretchy bracelet my granddaughter would probably love for Princess. Okay. This is a tie-on choker. It's going right in the luau container. But, you know, really, that could be cute for a luau. Okay. And I really like this necklace if it's not broken. Because I have something I've worn similar to this in the past. Should just put it on now, huh? Let's see. The plate of whatever's worn off, it's copper at the back, but I'm going hot tubbing later. Should wear this. My friend will love it. I'll just wear it. I don't know. They're kind of 80-ish, but I still kind of like it. Okay. That was fun. It's kind of interesting. Half is gold and half is silver. Looks like no name brand. These are really snaggy. They would catch on everything you wear it with. It's very cheap. So I know it's not real. And I doubt I would give anybody because it would snag whatever you wear it with. It's not in a good place. Okay. Oh, this is that gold necklace that's stuck on here. It looks like a cheap silver evening necklace, but it's gold, and that's not a usual thing for the last 20 years. It's been silver. And the clasp is cheap looking, so I just undid it to see. Okay. So it's a little gold, little diamondy evening necklace. These are kind of cheap, but see how it's gold, and then a little heart. It's kind of cute. I think my granddaughter would love that. It's her little princess whatevers. Okay. Oh my gosh. We have a necklace to rival almost the silver deer heads. Why people? It's a copper pig. Why would anybody buy that and wear that? I don't know. The only thing I can think of is 4-H. I mean, it's copper. No, and okay, so the pig itself is not magnetic and is copper, but the chain and everything else is copper plated. It's I don't even know. I kind of want to give it to somebody as a joke. With the deer head pins. Oh my gosh, so funny. Okay, this is what I'm dealing with. So all right, we got some fake pearls, a vintage strand that has broken off one of the strands and has been refixed because you can see it tied off. Or glass beads that were dipped in a paint. There's that fixed right there. So 50s clasp hook. But they are tied in between. They're just, the paint's coming off them pretty bad. I almost wonder if I put them in bleach, if they would just be clear white glass. I might try that. Just get the paint off of them and have just clear 50s beads. And I could restring them if they came out pretty. A bracelet that's out of seashells. Put that in the luau box. Sorry. Let's see, we've got a Cupid heart. The back is broken off though of the arrow. And we've got some crystal glass pink beads on this side, and of course none of them are going to be real. So I think I'm just gonna donate those. We'll just I could recycle the one as well, but okay, this matches that necklace I was gonna recycle, the one with the shells. Oh no, I was gonna put it in the luau container. So those earrings go with that necklace. All right, we've got a necklace missing the charm, and even if you took that off, this is so vintage looking. I mean, 90s, early 2000s maybe. Anyway, somebody's gonna buy it just for the beads, that big pearl or something. They're plastic. Okay, so here's the necklace that went with that bracelet. So we've got a little seashell set there. It's kind of a yellow tint. Somebody may want it. Here's one of the earrings off of that first set. My granddaughter is gonna love this because it's blue and pearl and diamond. It's got little diamonds on the. She's gonna just think that's too fancy. So yay for her. And then here's a cute little bracelet that she'll love as well that has little charms on it. It's plastic. They're plastic charms. And then there's a rubber bracelet. There's a cheap pin. And white lavender. A little keychain, I think. It has little lavender on the front, looks like. It'd be good for a piñata. Oh, look, I found the earring back to that one earring. And a staple. On the other staple. Okay, so the only thing we have left is this mess. So, let's see if there's anything of value in here. There is a pretty chain. It's wrapped pretty heavily. It might be silver. Let me see if I can get all of this off first. It's this one right here I'm looking at. Looking at the charm that was on it, I don't think so, but let me see if I can get it off. Yeah, it looks broken. Oh wait, nope, I'm looking at the wrong one. This one does look silver. Ooh, okay, let me undo it and see if I can get it off without breaking it. So there is a bigger one that is, okay, let me see if I can get this off. I undid it. So there's kind of two. This one's stuck. It's not gonna come off. It's stuck on this other one. How do I get it off? If I pull, it's gonna break. It's just stuck on this cheap bobble thing right here. Oh, darn it. And I can see that it has a clasp like Italian silver, so let me see if I can get this undone. And then one of them is broken. Wouldn't it be cool if there was two silver ones, but I just think one looks broken and doesn't look real, and the other one looks very real. So that's what I kind of like, these bags that have everything stuck together, because the finer gold and silver chains, I mean, this could even be gold, a gold chain, because it's really fine. Oh look, the bottom of the charm has something written on it. 925, look. I can not have the, come on. Right there. 925 RI. And it says, I love you to the moon and back on the other side. And so the charm is 925 and the chain is 925. So that's exciting if I can get it off without breaking it. But we've got this going on. So, okay, it's starting to come undone. Just undoing the clasp on the other necklace to see if I can shake them loose. Sometimes if you undo the clasps, you can get them to come off. All right. I'm undoing the, oh, I just broke the pearl necklace. It was a cheap one anyway. I didn't think it was a big deal. Okay, so I can put this one back together. It just kind of came undone. Okay, so here's this one with plastic beads, little dinglies, and I just took this piece off. It came off, and that's not real, clearly. And then I'm trying to get the earring off. It seems to have some kind of thread stuck on it, and because of that, everything's sticking together. So if I can get the thread off. All right. Yeah, that thread is making everything a mess. Wow. Okay. This actually looks like it could be homemade silver. It's very soft, and that's why I'm thinking that. See how it's not magnetic? Get the string off of it. It's not, let's see. So this part is magnetic, but this part isn't. So I think this loopy part here is silver. Just the way it's worked, it kind of has that look like it's been worked, the silver. So I'm going to say that's probably silver. The clasp is cheap at the top, but that bottom has the coloring of silver. Okay, this one was dropped off. It's magnetic. It's just a necklace. Get it off the, okay. This came off of it. Ooh. Huh. I think it might be silver. Oh my goodness, this bag would be great. It says made in Hong Kong silver. Interesting. Usually this is made in China, but this one says made in Hong Kong. On the bottom it says silver right there. And let's look at the clasp and see if the clasp is marked at all. It does smell like silver. It smells like old silver. And it is marked. There's a designer mark, and then you can see the ST, it looks like maybe, of sterling. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It's pretty small. Let me see if I can get it. So you can see that clearly it's stamped. But the main tusk. That's so cute. Even the bells are not magnetic, which means the bells could be out of sterling too. Sorry, I'm picking up a staple. I don't want to cut myself again. So that's really cute. Usually the bells would be or the things inside of them. So I think that whole bracelet is silver. Wow. From Hong Kong. Who knew? I think that's my first Hong Kong silver ever. Yay. I mean, you see China all the time, but you don't usually see Hong Kong. Okay, I'm still trying to get that one sterling one off. It's stuck on one little bead. And it's the clasp that there we go. Okay. All right. So this is the, like I told you, there was two that kind of looked similar. So this is the one, and I undid them so I could hopefully get them off. One of them doesn't have the right kind of clasp looking. I mean, it still could be, but the other one for sure, look how thin that one is. So that thin one could actually be 14 karat white gold, but my guess is sterling. Okay, come on. Well, the moon and back charm is a good piece of silver too. Because if the charm says sterling, which it did, then that means the necklace is most likely sterling. I have seen sterling on 14 karat before, or vice versa, like a gold charm on a sterling silver necklace. So that is a possibility. But most likely if there we go, come on. If the charm is silver, the necklace is most likely silver. Come on, so close. Okay, so this is the one that I know for sure is the charm is silver and it has the right clasp. When you see that type of clasp, it used to be for sure that that was silver, but nowadays China is making lookalikes and they're not real. If you put them next to a magnet, I bought a whole bunch of like that off of eBay. They weren't real. So if you do, make sure you get your money back. Look at that. Loop. I was looking for the loop. That's a long chain. That's a super long chain. Look how long that is. But let's show you. So it's not magnetic and very small stamp. 925 right there. And then I'm sure that the clasp is going to be marked somewhere. Right there. Marked. And then I showed you on the bottom back of the moon, to the moon and back, it's sterling. So another piece of sterling. So that's been a lot of sterling. Okay, my magnet has collected the rest of the, oh wait, we didn't do that other little necklace. I don't think it is, just by looking at the back of the, like the stamp of the heart. It's just got some kind of weird textures to it. But I mean, it doesn't mean that it's not, but there we go. The magnet test is always the best and quickest. Okay, so, but it is a cute little heart, and I do think my granddaughter would love it. And hopefully I'll have more granddaughters. I actually woke up to a dream yesterday morning that a little baby girl, and I was like, wait, I know one daughter's through and the other one just got married, so I don't know that any are coming soon, but I usually get that kind of a feeling. And my oldest daughter said to me, would you just let me tell you one time that I'm pregnant? Because I always kind of knew when she was. But I know my daughters, so that's awesome. Okay, it's a mess. There's threads I'm keep pulling off, and yeah. Okay. If the threads aren't making it easy to get these off. Lots of little wool threads or something. Okay. This has gold and silver and weird things on it. And keys that are caught on the thread. So these were popular years ago, and they're not so popular now. And yeah, so we'll just. Sometimes I'll take the charms off. There's little key charms, and that's teeny little one. I like the little ones, not so much the big ones. So then I usually throw them into recycling. And then we've got this one that all the silver was stuck to. And then this is something I would have worn in the 70s. It's got copper. It's a copper and plated, so it'll probably be recycled, but it's a cute little rainbow. It's totally something I would have worn, but I mean, it's newer. We didn't have these kind of necklaces back there, the copper plate or anything. So let's recap this exciting bag. For $25, I got one piece of silver. It's small and fine. 2 pieces of silver. It's much heavier. It does have stone, but it also has these silver baubles and these silver ends and a really nice clasp that's sterling. So that's 2 silver. We got this Hong Kong cute bracelet anklet. It's got to be an anklet because I got big bones and it's sliding on and off. So it's a little sterling silver bracelet. So that's 3 silver. 4 silver. 5 silver. 6 silver. Oh my gosh. This little antique clasp with filigree. That's 7 silver. I mean, that one's not very big, but it's still silver. I think this is also silver, so we just include that with the clasp. So 7 silver. This beautiful one, 8 silver, and 14 karat gold. So I got 8 pieces of gorgeous big silver and this 14 karat necklace that's very heavy. So that was worth 25 bucks. Woohoo! Check out my blog for I have a bunch of treasure posts on my video YouTube channel. I call them treasure videos, and there's a playlist. And then there's also on my YouTube channel, I list about them and talk about them a little bit more and why I do it. And I have videos and explain it a little bit on my blog. Sorry. So check those out. There's a whole bunch of them, and hopefully there'll be a lot more soon with this awesome new lady at the thrift store. Have a blessed day, and we'll talk to you soon.